particularly silver, which actually is trading historically on such a beaten down level in an environment where it's been in backwardation for as long as I can see. I think it's going to be ready for a massive move as it starts finding interest.
Do you love silver? Are you growing tired of the beatdowns you've been forced to endure over the last decades? The artificial price suppression of silver by the big electronic exchanges, the LME in London, the COMEX in the United States of America. I've got some good news for you today. I have a special guest. Well, I have a 1-minute video clip and interview from CNBC. Juerg Kiener from Swiss Asia Capital. He delivered some powerful, good news for the precious metals and silver in particular. Do you think we're reaching a point where silver, gold, the other metals can break free of the artificial constraints placed upon them by these big electronic exchanges? There's a growing number of top analysts who are saying that the physical side of the market will soon overwhelm the electronic side, the future side. You know, there's like 400 contracts for each ounce of silver that's out there. It is ridiculous, and it allows these big electronic, dare I say, unicorn fart dust exchanges to manipulate the price of the metals. Let's watch Juerg's clip and see what we learn.
Is silver going to catch those tailwinds? Are the other precious metals in the basket going to catch those tailwinds? Or is it specifically in your view that it's gold where you should be positioning?
From a central bank point of view, it's going to be gold because it's the only thing which is big enough to actually change the structure of a big asset allocator. You know, a larger fund could actually clear tomorrow morning the silver pool, right? And if you look at the LME, basically, the LME has what for most metals, 2 days delivery. Who wants to deal with somebody who's got 2 days delivery function? So you're actually going to see that the market becomes much more physical, and that means actually all commodities actually look good, particularly silver, which actually is trading historically on such a beaten down level in an environment where it's been in backwardation for as long as I can see. I think it's going to be ready for a massive move as it starts finding interest.
Did you pick up on the fact that he likes gold? He thinks gold is a good, solid investment. Hey, we're cool with that, right? Gold is like the big brother, the big cousin to silver. Silver and gold often move in tandem with one another. But what he said that was very fascinating is the fact that the LME, the London Metals Exchange, that's been a source of price suppression for silver for decades. Their inventory, the amount they have in their vaults, if I heard that correctly, they have about 2 days supply. We've heard this growing over the last number of months, the last year, that the amount of metal in the vaults of these big exchanges is being constricted. It's not going to take a big move in demand to wipe them out. And at that point, we could see the real price of silver, gold, and the other precious metals realized. With the LME only having 2 days supply of silver on hand, you may be called to help out. They may want you to help supply some silver to the market in the future. You're just going to have to let them know it's going to be at minimum $100 per ounce. The only thing I like better than hearing that is the fact that you, yes you, there's only one you, you're special, you're unique, you're welcome here. You joined me in the basement. We have some camaraderie, right? We are just a sliver of the population. We care enough to dig in and to want to learn. If you enjoy my video, it would really be helpful if you gave it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section below. We want to learn from you. We want to get to know you. And you can subscribe for free. After all that, let's get back to the video. Did you hear Juerg say it himself during the interview? The market is becoming much more physical. as opposed to electronic or unicorn fart dust, however you want to say it, make-believe, paper. It doesn't matter. The market, guys, is becoming much more physical. And we're hearing that from the East as well, from the BRICS countries, from Vladimir Putin, who is actually starting his own exchange for the metals, the Moscow World Standard, where he explicitly said one of his objectives was to find a true market, a true spot price for the metals. First Mining Gold is a development company advancing two of the largest gold projects in Canada, Springpole in Ontario and Duparquet located in Quebec. Each already has 5 million ounces of gold reserves, but exploration initiatives are underway at both projects to find even more gold. First Mining is well-financed, has zero debt, and owns an interest in 4 additional Canadian gold development projects. You may be a full-blooded American like me, and we want America to do well, but we also want a fair price for silver and gold. And if you think about it, so did our founding fathers, because they put silver and gold in the United States Constitution. Article 10, if I have that correct, basically states that silver and gold are the only real forms of legal tender. Juerg tells us that on a historic basis, silver is beaten down. And then, are you ready for this? He delivers the cherry on top when he says silver could definitely be in for a massive move. Hey, I don't know about you, but I think I like this Juerg guy. He seemed very level-headed and definitely knows what he's talking about. Swiss Asia Capital. We'll have Juerg join us here sometime in the basement, especially when silver hits $85, because that's going to be the big, big party. Until then, I'll be here for you. Be well.